Can you hear that? These things are out to get us. Jesus. Hello, one and all, and welcome back to the Great Unknown Audio Show with me, Maxim Jennings, and my long-term friend and travel companion, Mr. Nikolai Brown. Nick, how are we?
Easy now.
Easy now.
Yeah, easy now.
And let's take it easy now.
For real.
Yeah. Today, well, Nick, where are we?
Well, we're like in Hampi. Yeah, we're in the town of Hampi. We're on top of some boulders, overlooking sunset. A very nice sunset. A lot of activity going on around us. People walking about. Boys on mopeds.
A lot compared to India.
A lot, yeah. For India, not much at all. But we're in a very tranquil, peaceful part of India. Part of India we haven't really seen much of. But if everywhere in India looks like this, then I'd say you don't need to go anywhere else in the world other than India.
It's definitely by far the best studio I've had for recording one of these, for sure. And so we spent about 6 or 7 hours up here today, just exploring. They're not really ruins; they're just a culmination of rocks.
It's like a big boulder field.
Yeah.
But like you could boulders that you can climb and shit. And well, I mean, I definitely was climbing them because look how dirty my shirt is.
You are absolutely filthy.
I'm actually filthy. Right.
So we're more in the centre than we were in Goa. It's about 36 degrees here in the middle of the day till about 5 o'clock at night. So if you can imagine two pink young men walking through the streets of an Indian town, that will be us.
Yeah. Two squashies.
Two squashies. But no, it's at this current moment in time, what is it, 20 to 7. It's a lovely temperature.
Still about 30 degrees, I'd say.
Yeah. But it doesn't feel like that.
Yeah.
We're quite high up for the...
Bit of a breeze.
So we've got a nice little breeze going on. But this place is just absolutely fantastic. You've got rocks of all shapes and sizes here. Plenty of games being played of, what does that look like? Can't you see that? That looks exactly like that, doesn't it? And when it never looks anything like what you think it is. So you've got a lovely array of rock plots.
And some squirrels.
And lots of Well, are they chipmunks?
I don't know what they are. They're like Indian squirrel.
Yeah. Probably. No, I'm not
and
going to say.
And the rock here looks like a big bogey.
Indian squirrel is not a delicacy that I've heard of, but I'm sure it has been tried by a few of the locals. So these rocks are overlooking 3 temples?
Well, it's the city of Hampi, which is 2,000 years old, I believe.
Yeah.
But people have been there for thousands of years. I mean, just 2 kilometres that way, there's a Neolithic cave painting, which is like 5,000 years old.
One that we obviously haven't seen.
No. But to be honest, from the photos, like, there's more impressive ones in the world. So.
Well, that's just making it even worse why we haven't seen it.
No, it's just like a buffalo and a kid.
Oh, right, okay, so nothing special.
No. And the handprint, classic handprint.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or like Saruman puts on the Urukai, the white hand.
Yeah, well, Mount Doom's just over there.
Yeah. You got a nice little mountain of rocks coming together, which would Indian version of Mount Doom for all you Lord of the Rings lovers, exactly like me. But anyway, Hampi, really known for travellers to be a hippie haven. And it definitely lives up to its expectations for that in terms of beauty and also in terms of personnel.
Well, the personnel, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like a lot of the hippie movement, like, just like everything they're about. Like, the personnel who encompass that movement are just a bit like...
They vary.
They're interesting people, let's put it that way.
And they love their music.
Yeah.
And there's lots of things to like about being a hippie.
Dreadlocks, I guess.
Maybe it's just not for us. And we found that when we've gone to other hippie-style places, when we went travelling last year to Nicaragua, there was an island called Ometepe, and we stayed at a hostel that was very much...
Islands, rocks. We're on Hippie Island as we speak.
Yeah, we are on.
Even
though we are on the Hippie Island, I mean that place in Nicaragua probably was
It might as well have been called.
Yeah,
Hippie Ometepe.
Yeah, yeah. It was pretty rife with them. I think when you're not a hippie, you do stick out quite easily. And so when we come walking past them, I mean, we're friendly and they're friendly back, but there's never going to be any more than the bog standard English greeting of, all right, how are you?
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Yeah. Or maybe even just the classic eyebrow raise that most blokes do. Or the head raise.
I guess.
Yeah.
You know,
You're never getting any more of that from us, I think. And to be fair, it's reciprocated.
Yeah. Speaking of hippies.
Yeah.
There's a few coming our way. Fascinating creatures, really.
So yeah, following Hampi, we'll be in Bangalore for a few days before we have to take a flight to our next country on this journey.
Nepal.
Well,
we say Nepal.
Yeah.
People here say Nepal.
But we're very excited to move on, I think.
Yeah.
And in the next 8 or 9 minutes or so, we'll probably... You've heard a few reviews of India from us.
Yeah, you'll get another one. Right now, I guess we're just very much enjoying the scenery.
We're very reflective at this very moment in time. And this has definitely been one of the most picturesque locations we've been to. This is kind of... Nick said it earlier, if we'd been in India 30 years ago, we probably would have seen a lot more places like this. But that's...
sadly not the case anymore. I guess that tends to happen when you've got a country of what?
1.4 billion people. That's quite a lot of people. And quite a lot of people who just aren't as good as we are. So I guess there's just more means for problems.
Look at these birds.
Yeah. And so I guess Nick should probably talk about how we arrived in Hampi and some of the frustrations you've had.
The journey was terrible. I mean, it was a night bus. Granted, it was our first sleeper.
Sleeper bus.
You have your own compartment. They've started up the
fire going down there.
Spark it up. And there goes the classic Indian horn. Air horn. The journey was a bit jarring. We got here at 5 a.m. in the morning. Then had to get a 45-minute tuk-tuk.
Definitely got ripped off for that.
Yeah. Got to the place at 6 a.m. Sun was up by now. Go to the reception. There's a guy sleeping there. I'm like, well, he's obviously the check-in guy. So I'm like, hello? Excuse me? No movement. And then I start banging my water bottle on the table next to him. Still no movement. And then I turn around to Maxim, he's not waking up. And then next thing I know, I turn around again. He's got his blanket over his head. So he's just clearly ignoring me. Little bastard. But
So you then proceeded to call up the hostel.
Yeah, and then
because they had said that their check-in and check-out hours were midnight for both.
Yeah.
So basically means you can arrive at any time.
24/7.
But unfortunately, that wasn't the case, Nick, was it?
No, it wasn't the case. I ring up. I'm like, yeah, we're here. We've got a reservation. Booked it 2 days ago. And he goes, oh, there are no more rooms available. I'm like, what do you mean? We've got an email. We've got a bookings.com confirmation. We should have a room. No. You have to come to here. I was like, come to where? Epic Island. I'm like, Epic Island? That's not where we booked. We booked Hidden Place, or whatever it was called. And then he was like, you have to come to Epic Island. I was like, well...
To be fair, it could have been another part of Hampi.
Yeah. So I was like, well, there's no way we're paying to get to Epic Island. You sort of ride for us, you know?
Fantastic bartering.
Yeah. Anyway, got a ride sorted there. Got there. I mean, to be fair, it was quite nice.
It was quite nice.
But then,
if it had a 6 on Booking.com, and you'd spent quite a few hours meticulously looking for Hampi as a where should we stay, and then you'd found a spot, and then in the time where I was looking to book the bus tickets, the spot had gone, and it was all a bit fucking come on, what's going on here? And then you picked this new place, which looked very nice, and when we arrived, it had a really nice communal area and was
water feature, really nice.
Yeah, really in a good spot. And so we didn't want to move again. We were happy there for the 20 minutes we were there while Nick tried to fucking get up, mate, get up. Yeah, the amount of time.
The only welcoming things that were alive there were the dogs, and they were very welcoming. But the man, he could have been dead for one though. Well, he definitely wasn't dead, so I'm waffling now.
And so we got to the Epic Island, and then I called the same guy that Nick spoke to and said, look, well, we don't want to stay here.
Yeah, this is not what we booked.
Yeah.
and then
4,500 or so.
Yeah, and then like I think it got to the point where he just cancelled it for us.
Yeah.
So we were left on our own at 6:30 in the morning at some random hotel.
So we had to book another hostel.
Yeah.
Which is still quite nice, very intimate.
Yeah, very nice. Should have gone there in the first place, to be honest.
You think? Yeah.
Well, it wasn't as nice location-wise, but people there were very nice. Just across the road from a lovely cafe,
which we've been to every day.
Yeah, since there's not really many places to go. But it's basically just the single lady cooking up a storm. All on her ones.
Fantastic chef she is.
Pretty good.
Really,
hey.
Really reasonable prices as well.
Yeah. Maxim got a dosa for 50 rupees this morning.
Fantastic breakfast item, a dosa.
Bargain.
Yeah, one of Aryan's favourites. If you listened to the last episode, he's unfortunately left us at this point.
Bazookaed off with his dosa.
Back to reality. Unlucky, mate. Maybe next time.
Big love, Shav. You can hear us.
Wow, that sky is fantastic now.
And also,
you've got
people making dog noises.
We've got the hippie wolves are out now.
Ow, ow.
I'm sure that's where the two who are passing us are going. They've set up a big old fire up there.
Yeah. Maybe we can go down there later.
Shush me.
Yeah. We can. I reckon we can nip down and see what's going on.
Oh, we don't fit in.
No,
we just don't.
We'll just say hello. How you doing? Would anyone like a bit of my orange?
I'm getting a bit peckish though.
Well, I've got the orange.
No, I'm not having that. I want a bloody meal. I want to try something else apart from the place across the road.
Honestly, not peckish in the slightest. You're on your ones there, mate.
But
to be fair, you could eat some cactus here, or maybe go see what they're cooking up at the campfire.
They're
there
not
we go.
cooking
There's your
anything.
answer.
They're going to be cooking and dancing, just jumping around.
How do you know that?
Oh God!
You'll see like shadows from the fire from here. Oh God, interesting bird noise.
But like we were saying, the sky is absolutely fantastic. Now that the sun's gone down, it's got some lovely colorations of orange, hazy orange, and pinks and purples.
Maxim asked yesterday, why is the sun orange and red at sunset? Why is the sky turn that colour? And basically it was to do with ray light scattering, which is...
You're going to try and sound intelligent now. Could you look up on Google?
Yeah, no, it's like, I knew it before, but... Anyway, it's to do with wavelengths, people. Wavelengths.
I'd say it's a highlight for most travellers when it gets to the sunset part of the day to find a decent spot and not have it ruined by others, such as ourselves playing loud music.
Well, at least we're not on mopeds dossing about down there.
And
dirt bikes, sorry.
Dirt bikes?
Yeah, not mopeds. You can't get a moped up here. If you could, fair play.
Oh, God, it just looks fantastic.
It does look fantastic. It's a big city over there, of some sort, or big settlement.
Right, and so as we thought, because the sun is setting so beautifully, Nick and I are going to do our first ever duet of this segment I like to call What's That Hum?
Yeah, I've been forced to do this.
Listeners, are you ready? There is no sort of chorus to this one, so it's just the 3 points up for grabs if you are counting over from last time. Okay, on a count of the 1, 2, 3.
How you got me to do this? Is that fire over there? It's where they're burning the bodies, by the way. That big fire over there. Yeah, well, very good. Very good. Guess what that was?
Yeah, guess what it was. And in the next episode, I'll tell you the exact answer because I'm quickly running out of time here. So we thank you once again for listening to another, what we hope to be classic instalment of the Great Unknown Audio Show. And thank you once again to listening to us talk about our travels around...
Incredible India. Run that again.